Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, episode number 102. So who knows how many episodes we're going to hit by the end of this year, but we're going to continue on well over 100 now. So big thank you to everyone who supported the 100th episode, which came out yesterday. Of course, yesterday was a double upload. I've heard you guys' feedback about the face cam, so I'll be definitely bringing that back. So it won't be in today's video or the second video of today, but starting tomorrow and on from next week, we'll have face cam in pretty much every video. So thank you guys for the support on that. It was a very different experience for me. Obviously, I'm not used to seeing my face in the videos, but as long as you guys enjoyed it, that is the main thing. So on to today, we are finally at a position after so many months where we can actually say we've got the potential to get the pink diamond Jason Richardson. So we're going to talk about that a lot today. We've got a lot of heat checks that have sold and a lot of heat checks that I'm selling. So we've got to talk to them. Talk about them, not talk to them. We've got to talk about them, and I've also been working the auction house quite a bit to pick up quite a few more cards to add to our collector level, and we've also done quite a few more challenges, and of course we've got Evo stuff to talk about as well. So a lot to get through today, so let's just get into it. So the limited time event today is nothing special. 2x MT multiplier in triple threat online. Pretty dead, not gonna lie. And the daily challenges today, we've got 2 for unlimited, so again pretty dead, and then 1 triple threat offline, which I might do, but chances are not too fussed about that. In terms of the weekly objectives, we've now done all of these. So I did the Clippers one with 5 Clippers heat check players winning by 20 points. And again, like I said yesterday, I think it's ridiculous that I managed to do all 3 weekly objectives in 2 games. Like, that just should not be possible. You should have to work to something that's going to take a week. That's why it should be a weekly objective. These should be all in the daily section, and there should be something that's a mid-tier. So these are quite... they're not really tough, but, you know, 40 games is still quite a few to play in a month. Though this should be something like play 10 games or something like that, or play 15 games, something like that to actually work towards. But just playing one game and having them all done is really pretty poor in my opinion. It doesn't really make me come back and check it. Obviously the monthly objectives can be good, some of them can be bad, like 40 games triple threat online, that's not great. But for me, that's not great anyway, because I don't really play that game mode. And I did think at the start of the year, the objectives were meant to be tailored to what you are playing. And apparently they knew, obviously they know what you're playing, because they can see all the stats and everything. But they definitely aren't tailored towards you, I don't think, because we wouldn't have 2 unlimited objectives right here if it was tailored towards us. But oh well, we'll talk about that another time. So, Domination, we are at 90 stars. We have completed the Southeast Division. We just need to get done the Wizards and the Hawks, I think. So, got through both of them. We're now at 1,218 tokens, which is insane because we are going to get about another 90 from all 3 of these games, I believe. So we're going to be over 1,300 tokens, which is absolutely incredible to be at this point in the game. Of course, we've still got so many sets that we need to lock in. We've still got like 6 or 7 or 8 2020 sets to lock in, and of course loads of heat checks if we ever do them. So yeah, Domination looking really good, and we will maybe play one of these games in the second video of the day. And of course, in the next couple of days, we'll have that pink diamond Sean Kemp added to the squad, which is awesome. So weekly challenges, I've done a few more, so we need 1 more in week 13 and 3 more in week 14, and that will give us another 12 tokens, which is of course very nice. No moments challenges because it is a weekend, and then spotlight challenges. So we are up to challenge number 5. So I've only played this one since yesterday, which was win the game and score at least 30 points with spotlight Iggy, so that was really nice and easy. The team you're going up against is pretty decent, but it is on pro difficulty, so you know what, you're really not going to struggle in that one at all. And then we've got this next one coming up, which is win the game and score 32 or more with Spotlight Iggy, and again, very nice and easy. Coming up against Diamond Brandon Roy, but again, it's on pro difficulty, 5-minute quarters for 6 tokens, not too bad at all. And then, I'm fairly sure, yeah, this one right here, I've heard a lot of people say about this Steals Challenge, so I did actually treat this game as a little bit of a trial run for it. I know this is on pro, and this is on rookie, but I did treat it as a trial, and I actually managed to get 10 steals in that game. So I don't actually know off the top of my head how many steals you need in that game, so if you do know, let me know down below. But yeah, if it's under 10, that's fine. If it's more than 10, then goddamn, I don't know how I'm going to do that. But yeah, I managed to get 10, so I was pretty happy with that as a first effort. So what do we got going on down here? Well, we've got numbers in everything. So let's start with the active bids. Oh, I've been outbid on this arena. This is the last arena I need to add to my squad. Just let me have it. So as you can see here, we've bid like 2,000 MT on pretty much all of these cards, and these are sort of like the last sort of like affordable cards I can add into my squad. Of course, everyone other than an Amethyst or Diamond or Amethyst or higher, basically, I'm trying to have in my club. So obviously we've got a couple of rubies here, the Sapphire Ray for Friends, and yeah, some of these guys are pretty expensive because they were in like moments of the week 1, moments of week 2, moments of week 3, etc. But I'm hoping that I am going to be able to get them for a reasonable price. We've been outbid on that arena again. I just want to get it done, and then I can say I've got all of the club items in the game. So there's another one that ends in 10 minutes, so I think we're going to go for that one instead, not the one that's 9k. Hell no. Right, 15, 2,500, there we go. Okay, 2,500, we've got a bid on that one. Hopefully we will get it. So moving down to the auction outcomes, as you can see here, a couple of other heat check cards have sold, and they've sold for big profits. So Matisse Thybule, I guess, no, probably not, but anyway, him and Andrew Wiggins were my duplicates, so I just got rid of them to free up the auction house space on the transfer pile. And then we've got 5 guys here. Jan Mahimi selling for 5.9k, so massive profit from him. Eli Okobo selling for 4.4 as well, so we are making big bank off of those. And then we come over here, we've got 33 more up in the auction house, so hopefully some of these guys are going to sell. A lot of them up for about 3,500, but there's a couple like Doug McDermott up for 4.9 or 5.9 even. There is someone up for 6, I believe. There we go, Justin James going for 6.3, hopefully. So yeah, hopefully all of these guys sell, but if not, we can add them all back into the club. And as you can see there, we're pretty much on 1,600 cards. If we add those 33 back in, we're going to be actually nearly just under 100 or just over 100 cards away from the next collector level, which is of course 300 tokens, if my memory's right. It is, so 300 tokens will be coming our way. And we come down here, so this is what I mean by I've been picking up everything from the auction house that I can. So Dwayne Wade set, Brian Grant, very expensive, over 3,000, not going to touch him. Udonis Haslam coming in at like 15k, not going to touch him. All these Legacy Showcase guys obviously are very expensive, and then the Legacy Series 1 set, so we've got most of the rubies down here. The truck driver, Truck Robinson, we've got a bid on him, and then Bobby Jones is where it starts going to Amethyst, and Rick Smits, again, very, very expensive, so we're not going to be able to pick him up. Out of the multi-dimensional set, we've got everyone we can afford. Up here is very expensive, even this Wilt is a little bit on the expensive side by the looks of it. I don't know, he's not too bad, but I don't think I'll be able to get him for under 2,000. LeBron is, of course, pretty expensive. We come down here, Irvin Johnson coming in at around 4k. Again, not going to pay that. Terry Porter, a little bit expensive. Starbury, very expensive. And so is Rondo. And, of course, we don't even think about buying the Amethyst. Out of the Prime VIP sets, there's only a couple of rubies in this. So, Daryl Griffith is where it goes to an Amethyst. And the other ruby down here is Terrence Ross, who is very expensive. So, we've got all the ones we can out of that set. And we come down here, Michael Thompson, expensive. Jim Paxton, Jerome Kersey, all very expensive cards. We're not going to pick them up. Same situation with Steve Nash and Michael Finley. And then from the Lights Out sets, we don't have a bid on Steve Kerr. He is a little bit pricey. We've got a bid on LaFrance, and we've got a bid on Chris Mullin. So hopefully we get those guys to add to the squad. And then the Moments of the Week guys. So these are really expensive. So we've got a bid on the Tristan Thompson. Kelly Oubre Jr. coming in at like 10k. Not going to pay that. Tyler Hero, we do have a bid on him, but he's probably going to get outbid because he is a very good card and very sought after. And then we've got Al Horford, and then Tobias Harris is where it goes to Ruby. And no, yeah, he is still a Ruby. He is coming in at 6k, so I'm not going to be paying that. And other than that, Montrezl Harrell, we've got a bid on him. Bojan is an Amethyst, and then obviously we've got all of the other cards up to date. Legacy Series 2, we've got all of the rubies, apart from Tony Allen, who sells for like 6k. Again, not going to pay that. And then Campy Russell is the first Amethyst. Isaiah Thomas set, we've got everyone apart from the big hitters, and the same situation with Dwight, apart from JJ Redick, who still has quite a bit of value. And then, of course, we've got everyone here apart from Stephen Curry, who, price check, is still selling for 133k, so he's come down a little bit since yesterday. Yesterday he was up at around 150. But of course, we're not quite there yet. We're at 110. We need a few more cards to sell. So if a couple more of you guys could sell, that'd be great. But if not, of course, we're going to be making quite a bit of MT throughout these challenges anyway. As soon as we get past this one and Tai Lu, we get 1,000, we get 800, 1,200, 1,500. And then, of course, you get some big MT towards the end here. So if you only need Steph for the last game, we're easily going to have enough by the time we get to him. So we've spent quite a bit of MT, but we've also made quite a bit of MT, which is, of course, the best way to do it. So let's come down here and let's look in this team basketball set. So this is, of course, for the East. This is the final little set that we have to lock in, and it is for the Evo Jerry Stackhouse diamond card coming in as a shooting guard / small forward. No idea what his stats are like. I think his Evo requirements are the same as, who is the other one? Bob McAdoo. It might have been something instead of free throws. It might have been dunks. I'm not sure. But we will take a look, and we'll take a look at his stats as well. And then we're going to have a little bit of a discussion about whether or not it's worth it at this point in the game to actually go for that pink diamond Jason Richardson. But here we go with the walkout animation. Jerry Stackhouse looking very good there, right there. Always good to see the walkout animation. Don't get it too often. So it is nice when 2K allows you to open the players up like this. So let's go take a look, first of all, at his Evo requirements. No, actually, we'll take a look at his stats first, and then we'll go over to the Evo requirements. And you can see there, we've completed Domination. Now we have got every single Evo card, which is pretty damn sweet. So he's coming in at 6'6", and he is coming in with 24 gold badges. We've got catch and shoot, corner specialist. We have got steady shooter, which is a shame. Hot zone hunter's good. Contact finisher's good. Green machine. Deadeye, flexible release, so not too bad, not too crazy either. And then in terms of his stats, 92 driving layup, 80 mid, 85-3, 90 driving dunk, 82 ball control, so with the coach he will be able to speed boost. Not great defense, to be honest, and pretty average speed. I mean, decent speed, but nothing like crazy good. So not the best card in the world, it has to be said. And let's take a look at his Evo requirements. So very different actually to Bob McAdoo. So 3,000 points, that is the same. He needs 200 threes, which of course you'd get if you're going for 3,000 points anyway, so that's fine. 500 assists and 75 games, so pretty damn long when you think about it. And in terms of his actual Evo, speed goes up to 86, driving dunk to 95, ball handling goes up to an 86, which is nice, 3 ball to an 89, mid-range to 94, and driving up to 95. And he only gets 3 more gold badges, and he gets 2 Hall of Fame badges. Is that it? Pretty sure Bob McAdoo gets quite a few more. Yeah, he gets 5 Hall of Fame badges. Damn, they've done Jerry Stackhouse dirty right here. But anyway, so, of course, with now having all of these cards, we could, in theory, go ahead and pick up the, where is it? There he is, the pink diamond Jason Richardson. So, we've got 2 guys done. We have done Sean Livingston and Danny Green. We need to get all 6 of the other guys evoed up just to get the pink diamond Jason Richardson, which we then had to evo up to a Galaxy Opal. So let's take a look at the guys that we have to do to begin with. So we've got Bob Sura, we need 500 points with him. We need Mahmood, so we need another 300 points with him. Mo Peterson, we need 500 points with him. Cliff Robinson needs 500 points as well. And then, of course, we come up to the big guys. And, of course, we need 3,000 points with Bob McAdoo and 3,000 points with Jerry Stackhouse. And 1,500 rebounds with Bob McAdoo and 200 free throws. Like, that is insane. So we're looking at about 8,000 points just to get a pink diamond card, which then, of course, is going to take like 3,000 or 4,000 points himself to get up to a Galaxy Opal. So that is just absolutely insane. At this point in the game, that is not worth it in the slightest, in my opinion. You're going to be left with 2 pink diamonds who you're probably not really going to use. Like I wouldn't use these guys realistically. And you're going to have 1 pink diamond who will go up to Galaxy Opal, which you probably would use. But then, of course, you're going to have all of these Ruby cards that only go up to 89 from their 87 rated or 88 rated at the moment. And they're going to be pretty useless anyway. They do go up to Amethyst, actually. But even still, you're probably not going to use these guys either. So it just seems like so much work for such little reward. You're literally just getting 1 card. I mean, we can get a pink diamond just by evoing up this Jamal Crawford or this Anton Jameson. So doing so much just for that 1 card, I think, is going to be a little bit ridiculous at this point in the game. So sadly, at this point of the game, I can say we are never going to get this pink diamond Jason Richardson. There's just so much other stuff to do, or there's so many other cards to evo up that we're just not going to have the time or the willpower to get 200 free throws with Bob McAdoo or 1,500 rebounds with him. That is just ridiculous. So that is going to be it for our domination grind. But of course, we do have the pink diamond Sean Kemp to add into it pretty damn soon, which is nice. So now we are down on the Evo section. Let's take a look at the cards we're doing at the moment. Jameer Nelson has just been put way on the back burner. I don't know if we'll ever get him done, to be honest. We haven't done too much work with him, so I don't mind if we do just sell him off as an Amethyst. Dwight also been pushed to the back burner. We might get him done. We might just leave him there. But if we look at the current cards we're using, so Andre Miller coming in, 300 points out of the 800 and nearly halfway on the assists, which is really nice. And we come down here to Evan Turner, and again, he's nearly there on the assists. He's got 44 boards, and I haven't even been trying to get rebounds with him, which is the most impressive thing. Obviously, we've got Iguodala. He needs the boards. I've been using Iguodala, but Evan Turner just seems to be in the right place at the right time. So he's going to get there pretty soon as well. And then we come down here to Iggy, and he has got 12 steals. So I played 2 games. The first game I got 2 steals, and that second game, like I said, I was actually trying to get steals. I managed to get 10, which is pretty good. He's got 53 boards and just 40 points because that was just the 30-point challenge in the last Spotlight Series one, and then a game of domination where I wasn't actually scoring with him. I was just using him for rebounds. So in terms of the Evos, are all going pretty well at the moment. Kyle Korver, like I said yesterday, we're not actually going to do him. So the team I have been running with has just been these three guys right here, with these two really undersized players at the centre and the power forward position to give Iggy as much chance as possible to get the rebounds. So all three of these guys should be up to the amethyst level pretty soon. And if we take a look at the auction house to see if there are any up, so Andre Miller at the amethyst level, and if you notice things are a bit laggy, that is because after you do a pack, which is a walkout animation, for some reason it just makes all of the menus really laggy, which makes absolutely no sense. So I will back out and come back in again in a sec. So there's one Evan Turner up, 40k bid, 60k buy now, which hasn't sold. And then, of course, the other player that we are not doing is Drew Holiday. And it's a good job we aren't doing him, because if we look at his amethyst, there's loads of them up already, and he's already down at 27k. And is he that much easier to Evo up than Evan Turner or Andre Miller? I don't think so. So Drew Holiday needs 600 points and 200 assists, so it's definitely easier than Andre Miller. But if I come down here to Evan Turner, 600 points, 200 assists. So granted, you do need the 100 rebounds, but that's not too bad when you think there's only one of him up, and there's loads of this Drew Holiday. But of course, people are going to want to take him all the way to this pink diamond level, which is why he might be a little bit more common. Right, I'm going to back out and come back real quick. Alright, we're back in, and it looks like something has sold, or we've got outbid on something, and we won this Sonic's Arena. There we go. 2,500 MT. It is about damn time. So finally, wow, this is still running really laggy. Finally, we can say we have completed everything down here. That looks awesome. Now the coaches just need to get done, but that's way too much. We're not going to do that. They are too expensive. So all of the club items, apart from the coaches, we now have in the club, which is insane. Still having so much MT spare as well, and still having so much invested in so many heat check players. And of course, we've got so many heat check players that are selling already as well. So the club is in such a good position. So for the second video of today, I will be doing the Andre Iguodala Steals Challenge. So I'm going to try and get all three of these games done before I record, obviously, and then we will go into this Iguodala all defensive team challenge and see if we can get those steals on the first attempt. And hopefully by then, quite a few more of these will have sold, and we might even be able to pick up the Diamond Stephen Curry in the same video. That would be pretty nice. We don't need too many more things to sell. We'll probably need about another 20k's worth, so I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 of them if they sell. That'll be perfect. We've got 33 up in auction, so we should be able to get a couple of them done. So let's jump into some comments from yesterday's 2 videos. So we got one from Grant Carson. He says, I love an Evan Turner. Do you think it's worth it to grind it? So yeah, just touch on that. I definitely think he is worth it. The hardest card to Evo out of all of these is Andre Miller by far. He needs like double the assists. He needs obviously the games played as well, which isn't a stipulation on either of the other 2 cards. So if you are looking to do one, I would suggest Evan Turner rather than Drew Holiday, because this Evan Turner is a pretty nice card. I do enjoy using him. He gets a slashing takeover, and he does feel pretty athletic when he is going to the rim. Next up, we've got a comment from Dharmit Patel. I believe that's how you say your name. He says, when does the token market open, and what contents are on there? So, of course, you are alluding to the token market down here rather than just the token rewards section. And it has been closed since the game came out. And last year it was closed for the majority of the year as well. So when it does, or if it does ever open, they either put packs in there or they put players. Now, the only time they put players in there was in the last couple of weeks of the game. They put the 99 Galaxy Opals with 99 all stats on everything. MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. But other than that, they just put packs in there every now and then. They're not good packs. They're very overpriced in terms of how many tokens you have to pay. So I would definitely not recommend buying anything that comes out of this token market if they ever did open it up, which, like I said, not really a thing that I would be holding my breath that they're actually going to do. Next up, we've got a comment from GC who says, I hope they'll lower the requirements of Evos. With all the moments of the week coming out and being cheap, it's not worth Evoing cards. I have to agree. Obviously, it is so much work to put into these cards, but of course, you can make some nice profit off of them in the auction house, which is what I am trying to do. Obviously, with the Evo cards that we have untradeable, so like this Iguodala, he is a really good card, so I do think we will get some good use out of him, and he does actually feel really fun to use, and I think we'll get some good fun out of him, especially when it becomes an amethyst. Other than that, I don't think we'll take him too much further. And he also says, yeah, do you think they'll change them at all throughout the year? I don't think so. I think 2K are going to stick with it for now. I don't think they're going to lower them, definitely. They might even increase them, who knows. But hopefully they don't, because obviously these top tier ones are ridiculous, like 3,000. Hopefully we never see a challenge or an Evo requirement that's more than 3,000. There might be one out there. I think the Isaiah Thomas one is actually more than 3,000. I think it might be 5,000 to get to Galaxy Opal, which is just ridiculous. But hopefully they don't make that a common thing. Next up, we've got a comment from VooBoy who says, I'm only commenting so I can get this comment read out in the next video. Well, well done. You've managed to accomplish that. So there we go. That's that comment out of the way. And then George says, what happened to the face cam? Was it a once in a lifetime moment? No, it wasn't. So, like I said at the start of the video, it was just a trial just to see if you guys actually liked it or not. Obviously, if I saw like a massive drop off in my audience retention when you saw my face, then obviously I would have stopped it. But it seems to have gone down pretty well. I've had a lot of feedback from you guys, most of it being positive. Someone said to make it a little bit smaller in the corner, so I might work to do that as well. But yeah, we'll definitely be bringing it back starting tomorrow, because obviously doing 2 videos in the weekend, I don't really have the time to get the setup done or get myself presentable either. That's a big thing as well. So yeah, won't be today, but tomorrow we should be back on track. Blaine Berger says, just got Rick Barry. He's an alright 3&D player. So I would hope for more than alright, to be honest, out of a card that is going to take us, obviously, quite a while to get. So he's a 97 rated pink diamond. Last year, Rick Barry's card was in the token reward market, and he was actually a really good card. I did actually really enjoy that. Hopefully he should be semi-decent, you know. We've got the Blake to compete with, but even if he's not very good, he is, of course, going towards the Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy, who they actually released another poll for yesterday. So that mystery player is Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy. So at the moment he's got Hall of Fame range extender, and then yesterday they put out a poll which was either Hall of Fame quick draw or Hall of Fame clamps, and I think Hall of Fame quick draw won, which is a shame because gold quick draw would have been plenty, but Hall of Fame clamps is a big deal. So sadly he's not going to have Hall of Fame clamps, but it's still going to be an incredible card. So I think that is going to do it for the first video of the day. Like I said, I will play some more, and then by the second video of the day, hopefully, a lot of sold here. We might be able to pick up the Diamond Steph Curry, but we will be doing the Diamond, no, not the Diamond, the Andre Iguodala Steals Challenge, which is Spotlight Series Challenge number 8. And then by then, who knows, we might even have a couple of these guys, well, should be very close to getting some of these done, like this Evan Turner. It's not too far away. We've got 3 more games to play, so we should be able to get his assists done at least, and maybe even the rebounds as well. So that's going to be it for the first video of today. Of course, be sure to stay tuned for the second video, which will drop in a couple of hours' time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.